Okay, this week, I've got a chance to hang out with the Wimbledon champ, Sir Vasek Pospisil. All right, so that's what he looks like. Winning Wimbledon. Won Wimbledon doubles, quarterfinals, singles. So this is what I've learned from him this week. One thing I've learned, it's one thing to beat the man, and it's another thing to be the man. Vasek has been top 25 in the world. He's beaten the #1 player at the world, Andy Murray, won Davis Cup and so forth. He's one of the elite athletes in the world. So this is what I've kind of learned from him. Some players get so consumed about winning and losing every point, every practice match. Some people in their tennis communities, the 757, the 804, they get consumed about their social status. I've watched Vasek this week practice with other players that he chose to practice with for his own practice. And Vasek's a UTR 15 plus. That's rarefied air. I've watched him practice with 11s and 12s, and I've watched the intent of the practice. Maybe he has a short ball and he's playing points, and he's not worried about keeping score because he knows what it takes to perform at the highest level. And at the highest level, you got to take risk, you got to be committed and so forth. I've seen him have that short ball and he hits it long or wide, and he's not thinking, oh my God, I just hit a ball long against this level 11. He's not even thinking about that. He's thinking at a much, much higher standard. So it's been a blessing to have him in the state of Virginia, in the Old Dominion, in the 757, 804, being part of the McDonald's tournament, hitting with some of our sponsors, Top Kids, Hobbs and Associates, Town Bank. It's been fantastic. So to get to this level, to get to that level, to play on center court Wimbledon, man, you just don't think about being so consumed about who beats who and so forth. To be at that level, you cannot be consumed about all that kind of stuff. So I see this in business and so forth. If you get so consumed about who social status and who's beating who, that's like not being able to see the forest because of the tree in front of you. Totally different approach. Vasek Pospisil has taught me and this community, 804 and 757, hey, let's look at the forest. It's a beautiful forest, and let's look at it and how we can help our community be better. Just think about this. Vasek was part of the new regime of Canada players, you know, back then, Ronick and so forth, and he's still part of the newer regime, you know. What are the players' names? Shapovalov? How do you say that?
Denis Shapovalov and Felix Auger-Aliassime.
Yeah. He just won Davis Cup for Canada. Man, Davis Cup for Canada, he led those guys into believing, and he wasn't worried about, you know, hitting a ball long against a level 11. I just think this is the coolest picture because this represents excellence. And Vasek Pospisil represents excellence. And it's a privilege to have him in the 757 community, the 804, the McDonald's, the Hobbs Associate, the Town Bank community. He's making our community better. Thanks a lot, Vasek. Champ.